So I should introduce myself. My name is David, and in a few minutes you'll meet my partner and co-conspirator, Hal James, or Hal, or Wrists, as we like to call him. No, actually, that's very unfair. Hal, I would say, makes Ronald Reagan's son look like a ballet dancer. He's so virile. I'm very proud of him. Hal and I met about 3 years ago, just a little background here, for those of you who've never seen us before. And we were doing a CETA Performing Arts program in Pasadena. CETA, you all know what that's all about. That's going to be discontinued, I think, March 31st. For those of you who, for those of you who worked on a CETA project, you'll know that CETA stands for Continuing to Evade Taking Action. Well, we took the next train out of Pasadena, honey, let me tell you. And we hit the big time, Hollywood. And we started performing at the Rose Cafe about 6 months ago, and then we've done the Blah Blah about 7 times or so. And then Gary Grossman, who's a producer here, saw us at our last show, the Blah Blah, and he said, "Hey, how would you guys like to come and do 3 nights at the Cass Theater that we have open?" And that was last week, and then they asked us to extend. And for performers who are used to performing in clubs, I can't think of any higher compliment than when a producer says you want to perform in a theater, knowing full well that you're all going to be completely sober. Of course, he wasn't at the time. So that's the story of our lives. Hal's been grooming me for the big time and the big star. I used to be an inarticulate musician, could only grunt and groan. I play the piano, by the way. And now I can say, "How kind of you to let me schlep." That's TV for you. My God, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what's happening. I feel the forest primeval closing in around us. Don't panic, anyone. Take your seats. Don't be alarmed. Keep your hands knocked out of the aisle and be on the lookout for voracious woodland coloraturas. They're everywhere. As we descend into deepest, darkest esoterica. Wouldn't you? I wonder why each little bird has someone to sing to, sweet things to, a gay little love melody. I wonder if my heart keeps singing, will my song go winging to someone who will find me and bring back our love song to me. When the sky is a bright canary yellow, I forget every cloud I've ever seen. So they call me a cockeyed optimist, immature and incurably green. I have heard people rant and rave and bellow that we're done and we might as well be dead. But I'm only a cockeyed optimist, and I can't get it into my head. I hear the human race is falling on its face. It hasn't very far to go. But every whippoorwill is selling me a bill and telling me it just ain't so. I could say life is just a bowl of jello and appear more intelligent and smart. But I'm stuck like a dope with a thing called hope, and I can't get it out of my heart belongs to Daddy. And although you're perfectly swell, my heart belongs to my Daddy. And my Daddy, he treats it so well. Oh, yeah. Thank you. That was our opening number. And that was Hal. And we don't have a second number. Sorry, what can I tell you? We do have another opening, though. Now this opening was one that we devised for the Blah Blah Cafe, and if you've been to the Blah Blah, you know that it can be kind of a strange place, you know. It kind of reminds me of performing at the Greyhound bus station at downtown LA about 2 o'clock in the morning in the lobby, with people coming in and out and billows of smoke. Only this place has cocktails and drag queens in the front row. Not you, honey. And that's what it's like. How do you top the Blah Blah Cafe, right? Well, we thought we could have a spasmodic attack and come out with sledgehammers and smash a TV set to death, something like that. That's too easy. So we're going to do this instead. I have an overture. Ladies and gentlemen, the Cast Theater is very proud to present for your entertainment an exciting new song stylist, the lovely and talented Hal James Peterson.
Night is bitter, stars have lost their glitter, winds grow colder, suddenly older, and all because of the man that got away. Things look swell, things look great, funny, you're a stranger who's come here small and funny. I don't need a license, I think I'm wonderful, just wonderful. And one could only sing 2 notes, and the notes she sang were these. Oh, everything's coming up roses and daffodils. For me, for me, for me, for me. I don't react to nobody on stage, I don't want nobody reacting to me. Technicolor screen with those 2 huge, throbbing, sweating, red lips. Neil Diamond. Who needs Neil Diamond? Neil is not real. He is no star. He plays guitar like it's a uke. He makes me puke. But Kim Novak was a star. Kim Novak had a contract. She had broad shoulders and she made a comeback twice. She must be very nice. Television. Who needs television? Robin Williams, Suzanne Summers, Barbara Mandrell, Archie Horner, Archie Bunker, Larry Edmund, Dukes of Hazzard, the Kim Sisters, Universal, the Black Tower. Who cares? 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 You wanna have bells that'll ring, wanna have songs that'll sing. Once your sky a baby blue, you got to have me go with you. Wanna spot this, not so hot this. Hey there, shy one, come be my one. Please don't brush off, want no brush off. I can't compel you to buy what I'd sell you, but I'd like to tell you like so. You wanna have bells that'll ring, you wanna have songs that'll sing. You want your sky a baby blue, you gotta have me go with you. Why the holdout? Have you sold out? Time you spoke up, time you spoke up. This line I'm handing you, it's not a handout. As a team, we'd be a standout. You wanna live high on a dime, you wanna have songs that'll rhyme. Got to have me go with you all the time. Walk me, Daddy, walk Why the holdout? Haven't sold out. Time you woke up, time you spoke up.
This line you're handing me is not a handout.
As a team, we'd be a standout. You wanna live high on the dime.
I want to have songs that'll rhyme.
Got to have me go with you all the time. You gotta have me.
I've got to have you.
I've gotta have you.
You've got to have me.
You've gotta have
Got
me.
to have you.
Got to have
Got to
you.
have me.
Got to have
Got to have you. To have me. To have
bells that'll ring. You wanna have songs that'll sing. You want your sky a baby blue, baby blue, baby blue. You gotta have me go with you all the time. You gotta have me go with you all the time. What's cooking?
Well, we thought we'd get tasteful. And Hal's been accused of being incapable of singing any song written after 1937. So we thought that we would alleviate this problem and do something in a modern fashion. I can't see anything, darling. Thank you. You're like now.
Patty! Now, Kathy has been most everywhere. From Hampton Bar to Barclay Square. While Patty's only seen the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a crazy pair, but they're cousins, identical cousins all the way. One pair of matching bookends, different as night and day. Now Kathy adores the minuet, the ballet ruse, and casual sex, while Patty loves to rock and roll. The hot rod makes her lose control. What a wild duet, but they're cousins, identical cousins, and you'll find they look alike.
They walk alike.
At times they even talk alike. You could lose your mind when cousins are two of a kind. Squeak, 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 dabba, dow, Patty. Oh, thanks. You know,
What, Hal?
to discover what everyone else has always known is not important.
No, it isn't.
However,
What?
I have just discovered what life is all about.
You have?
Yes, I have. To walk down the street with a mean look in my face, a cigarette in my right hand, a toothpick in my left. To alternate between the cigarette and the toothpick. Ah, that's life. To alternate between the cigarette and the toothpick. Ah, that's life. Oh, yes, I have learned from life. Every day I learn some more. Every blow has been of use. Every joy has been a lesson. Yes, I have learned from life. And what surprises me is that life has not learned from me. Why? Well, that'd be very difficult to explain. Perhaps if I gave you all a kiss, you'd understand. Oh, I can see you still don't understand. Well, I mean, I'm placid as a cow, as lucid as a glass, as frank as a bald head, as faithful as a dog, to walk down the street with a mean look in my face, a cigarette in my right hand, a toothpick in my left arm, to alternate between the cigarette and the toothpick. Ah, that's life, oh yes, I have learned from life. Every day I learn some more. Every blow has been abuse, every joy has been a lesson. Yes, I have learned from life, and what surprises me is that life has not learned from me. Welcome to the Cast Theater. You're welcome. Somebody got their cue. Now, you see, the problem with this whole operation, which I'm considering having, is that, you see, when I was a child, I was never small, but I was a child, I used to sing around the house all the time, you know, and I used to drive my parents, who are sweet but not sophisticated people, crazy. So, of course, they gave me Valium and put me up in the attic. Well, now what do you do when you're in the attic on Valium? After you finish doing that, you watch television. And what do you watch on television? Well, obviously the Patty Duke show. And what else? What else, Dave? What else? MGM musicals. Oh, thank God, I was afraid I was going to say swimming matches. Yes, MGM musicals. And who'd I fall in love with first? Obviously, Judy, right? Well, she was so young, and she was so honest, and also on Valium. That helped. And then I fell in love with Jeanette MacDonald, of course. Now, Jeanette was always in her attic, except she had molding and an Adrian gown just so, you know. And when she sang, it was no big deal. She was just feeling Primavera or something, you know. And what would she do? She'd go gliding. Well, she'd go over the window, open the window. There's a 40-piece orchestra in the bathroom, right? Zing, 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 boom, ha, ha! Everybody within 40 miles drops what they're doing and runs under the window, right? Now, nobody ever did that for me. God knows I tried. I didn't try anything. It was very depressing. However, if I should suddenly start to sing or stand on my head or anything, don't think that I've lost my senses. It's just that my happiness finally commences. The long, long ages of dull despair are turning into thin air. And it seems that suddenly I've become the happiest man alive. Things are looking up. I've been looking the landscape over, and it's covered with four-leaf clover. Oh, things are looking up since love looked up at me. Bitter was my cup, but no more will I be the mourner, for I've certainly turned the corner. Oh, things are looking up since love looked up at me. See the sunbeams, everyone beams, just because of you. Love's in session, and my depression is unmistakably through. Oh, things are looking up. It's a great little world we live in. Oh, I'm happy as a pup since love looked up at me. Yes, I'm happy as a pup since love looked up at me.
when I used to be a concert singer. Oh, I have an old classic. Oh.
I'm nervous and upset because this girl I never met I get to meet tonight at 8. Taking her to dinner to a charming little cafe, but who could eat tonight at 8? It's early in the morning and our date is not 8 o'clock tonight, and yet already I can see what a nightmare this whole day will be. I haven't slept a wink, I only think about approaching Gertrude tonight at 8. I feel a combination of depression and elation. What a stake to wait till 8. 3 more minutes, 2 more seconds, 10 more hours to go. In spite of what I've written, she may not be very smitten, and my hopes, perhaps, will all collapse, kaput, tonight at 8. I wish I knew exactly how I'll act and what will happen when we dine tonight at 8. I know I'll drop the silverware, but will I spill the water or the wine tonight at 8? Tonight I'll walk right up and sit right down beside the smartest girl in town, and then it's anybody's guess. More and more I'm breathing less and less. In my imagination, I can hear our conversation taking shape tonight at 8. I'll sit there saying absolutely nothing, or I'll jabber like an ape tonight at 8. 2 more minutes, 3 more seconds, 10 more hours to go. I'll know when this is done, if something's ended or begun, and if it goes all right, who knows, I might propose tonight at 8.
Tribute to Irving Berlin, who is how many years old this year?
96?
At least.
144?
Still writes good songs.
Say it isn't so. Say it isn't so. Everyone is saying you don't love me. Say it isn't so. Everywhere I go, everyone I know whispers that you're growing tired of me. Say it isn't so. People say that you found somebody new, and it won't be long before you leave me. Say it isn't true. Say everything is still okay. It's all I want to know. And what they're saying, say it isn't so. Tonight I'm going to tell you one of my favorite stories, and that is the show was in Philadelphia in tryouts out of town, you know, and they were having big trouble And the show starred one David Wayne. And the device in the show was that he was flown a la Peter Pan on this rig. Well, they're having a terrible time. They need rewrites. So they sent for Moss Hart. And Moss went to Philly. And they said, well, for you, Moss, we'll do a run-through of the show so you can see it and see what you think needs fixing. And so they did the orchestra did the overture. And the curtain went up. And David Wayne was flown onto the stage very quickly, right across the front and right through the flat. Crash. And you can see these two stagehands going through the hole. You know? Well, and of course they had to bring the lights up and close the curtain and start over. And Moss turned to the current director and he said, you know, it's very short, but it's very funny. 1977. David and I are doing summer stock in Sac-O-Shitto. I'm sorry. Sac-O-Shitto. It's not going well. Monty Hall, you know. I button snooze. And so one night we left the tent, the theater. And we get in the car, see, and put the top down, you know. Light the reefer. Head out down Avenue F. My favorite name for a street. That's Avenue F. Oh, it's no big deal. 120 in a residential zone, you know.
Oh, shit, they don't care.
We're going. And all of a sudden behind me is the light. Mr. Man shows up. Well, that was very cool. Put the reefer in the ashtray. Close the ashtray. Pull the car over. David's having a coronary meanwhile. He pulls up behind on his motorcycle, right? Boots, gun, helmet, and a pad. And he comes around the side of the car, and he looks down at me, and I looked up at him, and I said, Officer, I'll take 2 tickets to the policeman's ball. He says, policemen don't have balls. Turned around, got on his motorcycle, and drove away. Oh, man, that was a close one! Did you see what I got?
Shit, I nearly shit.
Say, David. Now tell the truth.
Yeah.
You ever seen Fantasia when you were not stoned?
Yes.
It was so long! Say, Brother Dave. You ever seen an elephant fly?
An elephant fly? Well, I do believe I've seen a horse fly.
Hey, I've seen a dragonfly.
I've seen a house fly.
I've seen all that and more.
Well, tell me about it, brother.
I guess I better. Why didn't we rehearse?
You've never driven down Avenue F before.
I saw a peanut stand. I heard a rubber band. I saw a needle that could wink its eye. But I'll be done seeing about everything when I see an elephant fly.
What you say, boy?
I said when I see an elephant fly.
That's what I thought you said. I seen a front porch swing.
I heard a diamond ring.
I seen a polka dotted railroad tie.
My.
But I'll be done seeing about everything when I see a elephant fly.
Walk me, Daddy, walk me. Get me home, Daddy.
Just keep your hands on the wheel.
Okay. David. You know that cartoon Dumbo?
I love that cartoon.
I love that cartoon too. Did you know there was one distasteful moment in that movie?
Distasteful? Who says so?
Richard Schickel in his book, The Disney Version.
Oh.
He said, those 3 crows that teach Dumbo to fly are blatantly, distastefully portrayed as Negroes. I saw a close horse once. It ran up and bucked.
And the helmet of a man made a vegetable truck.
Oh, shit, I didn't see that.
Well, I only heard.
Just to be sociable, I'll take his word. I heard a fireside chat.
I seen a baseball bat.
No, I laughed till I thought I would die.
Me too.
But I'll be done I give myself very good advice, but I very seldom follow it. That explains the trouble that I'm always in. Be patient. It's very good advice, but the waiting makes me curious, and I love the change should something strange begin. I'm sure that I know right from wrong, and I have the best intentions. Life should be such a merry song, but there is where I give myself very good advice, but I very seldom follow it. Will I ever learn to do the things I should? I went along my merry way, and I never stopped to reason. I should have known there'd be a price to pay. Someday, I give myself very good advice, but I very seldom follow it. Will I ever learn to do the things I should?
Please on the doctor side, please. Yeah. I want you to know that in 1958, Jacques Gabor made a movie called The Queen of Outer Space. However, she did not play the Queen. Eric Fleming played the Queen. And there's this moment where she's standing there, and the Queen walks by. And the Judge, lovely and talented, watches her drift onward, and she turns to her friend and she says, "I hate that Queen." Just to let you know. A couple of weeks ago, David and I were sitting around discussing the possibility of giving a party. Who do you invite? Of course. I got out the white pages. And I discovered the names that interested us the most were the names that were sort of androgynous. No maleness nor femaleness. Oh, you know, Dale, Dane, Dana, Barry Manilow. And I made about 36 phone calls. And the funny thing is, you all showed up. The odds are 100 to 1 against us. The world says the heights are too high to climb, but people from Encino never incensed us. Oh, we weren't a bit concerned, for from history we have learned how many, many times the world has turned. They all laughed at Christopher Columbus when he said the world was round. They all laughed when Edison recorded sound. They all laughed at Wilbur and his brother when he said that man could fly. They told Marconi wireless is a phony, it is the same old crap.
would be hello, goodbye. But oh, you came through. Now they're eating humble pie. They all said we'd never get together. Darlings, let's take a vow. For ho, 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 who's got the last laugh now? They all laughed at Rockefeller Center, now they're fighting to get in. They all laughed when Whitney drank his cotton gin. They all laughed at Fulton and Steamboat, Hershey and his chocolate bar. Ford and his Lizzie kept the lives busy, that is how people are. They laughed at me, wanting you, said I was reaching for the moon. But oh, you came through, now they'll have to change their tune. They all said we'd never get together, darlings, let's take a vow. Oh, ho, 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 who's got the last laugh? He, let's have to pass laugh. Ha, ha, who's got the last laugh now?
The Blue Danube Waltz.
David, are you ready?
Ready?
Okay, I'll count it off. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
I'm in the elite, and girls sigh at my feet. Still I do not fancy my position. I have not much use for the girls that I meet. I quite burn with merit and ambition. Sing on the stage, that's the one life for me. I'd be a success, that I do know. And Domingo I'd oust if I once sang in Faust, that opera so charming by Gounod. I roulades and the trills that would send the cold chills down the backs of all hearers of my vocal frills. I long to be a primo, divo. I long to shine upon the stage. shouting Devo to the Devo. How very lovely that must be. That's what I'm sighing for, that's what I'm dying for. Art is calling for me. Chorus.
He longs to be a Devo, Devo, Devo. He longs to shine upon the stage. He has been performed to become the king of song.
I would be the true sensation of the age. I long to hear them shouting Devo to the Devo. How very lovely that must be. That's what I'm sighing for, that's what I'm dying for. Art is calling. Da la 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 la. Now, it is getting very sad. Mademoiselle, she wants me to sing the musical comedy. Mademoiselle, he wants me to sing les jazz hot for the money. My voice teacher, she says sing the operetta. My accompanist, he wants me to sing outside. He's a schmuck. All I want to sing is the French opera. You can have your Wagner with its rush, rush, rush. Your Italian opera with its verismo and its meaning. Give me the French. I love everything about the French. Les Mazarin, les Manants, les Huguenots, les Misérables, les. L'amour, la Maria. That's what I'm dying for. Art is calling. I used to be most capable of keeping a conversation. I never ever faltered in my pronunciation. My speech was quite as flawless as could be. But what did you do? Yes, what did you do to me? No doubt about it, I mean no doubt about it, I'm in love with you. No doubt about it, I mean no doubt about it, what I say is true. It's driving me insane, my talk's affected, I jumble every line. 'Cause something in my brain got disconnected when you're connected with mine. No feeling fooling, I mean no fooling, feeling like a kid or two. I love you so much, I mean I love you so much, what am I to do? I know I'll never walk straight, you got me so I just can't talk straight. No doubt about it, I mean no doubt about it, I'm in love with you. My train of thought goes a clickety-clack and has had a terrific smack up. You gone and knocked it off of the track and I just can't get it back up. I put my shoes on the pillow, I'm going to sleep on the floor. I wind up the cat and put out the clock and do things I never did before. And ever since we met I prattle like an itsy-bitsy baby with a rattle. No feeling fooling, I mean no fooling, feeling like a kid up to. I love you so much, I mean I love you so much, what am I to do? I know I'll never walk straight, you got me so I just can't talk straight. No doubt about it, I mean no doubt about it, 'cause you're marvelous, marvelous, wonderful, wonderful. I really mean it, I really mean it. No doubt about it, I mean no doubt about it, I'm in love with
quiz here. No, not you. You know I know. It's from an Abbott and Costello movie called, what is it called?
In Society.
In Society. And Hal had seen it as a little kid, and he said, "Oh, David, God, I always wanted to do this number." And I said, "You've got to be crazy." Well, we did it. He's a persistent little devil.
Tell him who sang it.
Who did sing it?
Marion Hutton, Betty's younger sister. Put that in your trivia smike and pop it. Blig block black letters. Blig black block letters. Blig black. No, I'm sorry. Oh.
Excuse me.
Oh, look, they brought my costume mannequin.
I wonder what that is.
Now that we're alone, may I tell you, I've been feeling very strange. Either something's in the air or else a change is happening in me. I think I know the cause. I hope I know the cause. From everything I've heard, there's only one cause. It can be love, I hear, makes you sigh a lot. Also love, I hear, leaves you weak. Love, I hear, makes you blush and turns you ashen. You try to speak with passion and squeak. I hear, love, they say, makes you pine away, but you pine away with an idiotic grin. I pine, I blush, I squeak, I squawk. Today I woke too weak to walk. What's love, I hear, I feel, I fear, I'm in. Can make you blush and turn you ashen. You try to speak with passion and squeak. I hear, love, they say, makes you pine away, but you pine away with an idiotic grin. I'm dazed, I'm pale, I'm sick, I'm sore. I never felt so well before. What's love? I hear, I feel, I fear, I know I am, I'm sure, I mean, I hope I am, I swear, I mean, I think, I trust, I pray, I must be in a tasteful abode in St. Barnabas Road, not far from the Isha bypass, lived a mother and wife who for most of her life let every adventure fly past. She had 2 stout-rapping daughters and a rather dull son, and a much duller husband, who at 61 elected to retire and later on expire. Sing hallelujah, hey nonny no, hey nonny no, hey nonny no, he joined the feathered choir. On a wet afternoon in the middle of June, they all of them came home soaking, well, having laid him to rest by special request. in the family vault at Woking. And then, in the middle of the funeral wake, with her mouth full of excellent Madeira cake, his widow cried, "That's done! My life's at last begun!" Sing, hallelujah, hey nonny no, hey nonny no, hey nonny no. It's time I had some fun. Today, though hardly a jolly day, at least has set me free. We'll all have a lovely holiday on the island of Capri. In a bar on the Piccolo Marina, life called to Mrs. Wentworth Brewster. Fate beckoned her and introduced her into a rather queer, unfamiliar atmosphere. She'd just sit there, propping up the bar beside a fisherman who sang to a guitar. And when accused of, well, having gone too far, she really cried, "Just fancy me, funiculi, funicula." When he bellowed, "Che bella signorina," sheer ecstasy at once produced a wild shriek from Mrs. Wentworth Brewster, changing her whole demeanor. When both the daughters and her son said, "Please come home, Mamma," she murmured rather bibulously, "Who do you think you are? Nobody can afford to be so bloody-bloody-da." In a bar on the Piccola Marina, every fisherman sighed, "Viva, viva, and che ragazza." When she sat on her grand piazza, everybody would rise. Every fisherman sighed, "Viva, viva, che bel inglesi." Someone even said, "Whoops-a-daisy," which was quite a surprise. Each night she'd make some gay excuse, and beaming with goodwill, she'd just slip into something loose and totter down the hill. Buongiorno, signore. To the bar on the Piccola Marina, where love came to Mrs. Wentworth. Hot flashes of delight suffused her. Right round the bend she went. Picture her astonishment. Day in, day out, she would get about because she felt she was no longer on the shelf. Night out, night in, knocking back the gin, she cried, "Hurrah, funiculi, funicula, funic yourself." Really? Just for fun, 3 young sailors from Messina bowed low to Mrs. Wentworth Brewster, said "Scusi," and politely goosed her. Then there was quite a scene. A family in floods of tears said, "Leave these men, Mamma." She said, "They're just high-spirited, like all Italians are. And most of them have a great deal more to offer than Papa." In a bar on the Piccola Marina, hooray!
This is a guest list from one of Elsa Maxwell's famous New York parties. Cole Porter, Ethel Merman, Fred and Adele Astaire, Noel Coward, B. Lilly, George Burns and Gracie Allen, Clifton Webb. What do these people have in common? Well, some of you may recognize some of their names from TV and movies, but they all began on the Broadway stage. And it's these early Broadway stars that fascinate Hal and myself, especially the ones whose performances have been lost, the ones who didn't make the transition to film. Noel Coward, B. Lilly. And there's one lady in particular who really fascinates us. She had an incredible mystique about her. The toast of 2 continents. She represented the ultimate in chic and glamour, not only to theatrical circles, but to fashion circles as well. And we've managed, Noel Coward wrote Private Lives for her, I can't forget that, and Julie Andrews portrayed her in the film biography. I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. Well, we've managed to resurrect her tonight. And we're absolutely thrilled to have her here tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I bring you the great Gertrude Lawrence. Hello. Good evening, Miss Lawrence. Hello. May we call you Gertie?
Miss Lawrence.
Miss Lawrence.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, lackey. May I have my arpeggio, please?
Yes, Miss Lawrence.
Thank you.
What key, Miss Lawrence?
My key.
Yes, Miss Lawrence.
Thank you.
Pardon me for not knowing. I mean,
Who told you you had lunch?
you did, Miss Lawrence.
Well, I was wrong. Now, can you possibly cut the crap and play the goddamn arpeggio? Thank you.
Yes, Miss Lawrence.
That's it. There's a very ancient saying, but a true and honest thought, that if you become a teacher, by your pupils you'll be taught. As a teacher, I've been learning, and forgive me if I boast, for I've now become an expert on the subject I like most. Me. Getting to know me, getting to know all about me. Isn't fun? Getting to like me, getting to hope I like you. Haven't you noticed? Suddenly I'm bright and breezy because of all the beautiful and new things I'm learning about me day by. Oh, la. Do you like my jewels? Oh, for the radio audience, I should say bracelets. Let's count them off together, shall we? Let's see. Now, this little one here, this is from the Prince of Wales. It's about the size of a quiz. If you have an abdicated, embarrassed, assaulted, oh, I'm sorry. Listen, this one, this big one down here, this is from Noel. He got tired of it. And this one over here, this is from Little Princess Margaret Rose. I got so tired of her. Oh, la. And each pearl stands for one of my many openings in New York. On stage, of course. Really?